Hello everybody, Bronco Pino here with another video. And this is pretty big life update. I tried to do the live on Instagram earlier, but I feel like people aren't always like interested anymore, which I get it. I mean, people have their own things to do, and I understand that. People can, like what I do or hate what I do. I'm not gonna be the judge of that. I'm not gonna, bash you for hating on me. I mean, I'm not gonna be like that. I mean, only if it's for like not the smartest reasons, and that's something like that. But honestly, I think for the best of it, for me, is to just stay out of the drama, because that's what I've been trying to do. And, that's been a lot. So for what's going to be happening to me is, I'm going to be moving out of New Jersey entirely next month. So, I'm still going to come down and visit, obviously, because my mom's going to be living down there. And yeah, but I'm going to be living in New York for probably for like a decent amount of years, and because obviously I'm going to be finding a job up there, and that's gonna be something I'm gonna be doing. I mean, I'm kind of gonna be dying down on like how I do my videos and stuff, and that's gonna be something. I mean, jobs are more important than that, and obviously trying to build up your life and your career, because I think that's the best thing for myself, honestly. And honestly, back at high school, like, I feel like I've, not done some of the best things, I feel like I've destroyed partial of my reputation, and that's what led me into, like, in terms of being angry and depressed certain times of, my life. But I'm not gonna, dive into that part, because, I've just learned to just let it just spoof out of my brain, like, not worry about it. Like, I've worried about it for like sometimes and things like that, but that's not my thing. I'm not gonna dive in deep into that. But people can, hate me, love me, like me, whatever. Like, it's hard to, tell who's doing stuff behind your back, for me and my point of view. Obviously, I've even told people in the past I've had autism and stuff, and I've just feel like, it really, like, partially kind of, like, destroyed me. And that's something that I feel like people don't fully understand, is that having to live with the difference in neurodivergent is, a challenge to face. But I think there are ways that we can overcome that. Myself too. But there are ways that I'm gonna try to do things to, even do better. Even though I'm doing well, I think I can still do better. But yeah, I mean, I'm nervous about some of the stuff I even say, because I'm kind of actually shaking, not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm gonna miss a lot of you guys once I leave and things like that. I've been busy certain times, and yeah. But I get people, and I want to do my best to try to understand others. But that's just my thing. I try to be, nice, chill, and truthful. But, I've not done some of the best things in my past. And that's why even on Sundays and even certain times of the days, I read a Bible and also pray and also go to church. I mean, I go to Resurrection Parish in Randolph, if you guys are wondering where I go. So, for the meantime, yeah. My brother and I mainly go together, but sometimes I'll even go in the earlier mass in case I work in the day. So, which I'm probably gonna do tomorrow is, go to the 8:30 a.m. mass, and pay my respects and pray, because I want to try to be a nice person to people. And I feel like I've done some things that I've struggled with, and I've struggled with things in the past, and sometimes I even think about today, but yeah. But I get people have already moved on with their parts, because now probably a lot of people from high school and even before that I knew are all into college, jobs, and things like that. But hey, that's life. And I'm happy for all of you. We grown as people, and we're adults. And yeah.